The donor experience ambassador program, it really came about when we were thinking about what we wanted our second giving day to look like, what elements we wanted to add, because given that our first one was just last year in 2019, we'd already incorporated a lot of best practices, and so we're trying to figure out how to really up to the next level significantly. Looking back on it right now, we can say, we kind of knew that this was a big deal, but we really didn't know how big of a deal it was going to be. When our students were really able to capture stories from other students who they knew that we used in our promotional and outreach materials when we're raising funds for those initiatives. And so I would say that it allowed us to be a lot more current with what was going on. Everything was digital, and it's continuing to be digital for the last couple of months. And so having students who can reach out to peers, who can quickly, get in front of the camera, create an appeal or create a thank you message, that's really given our program, I'd say, a leg that we didn't have to stand on before. We did notice a 50% higher open rate for emails that were focused on a student rather than a faculty member. So if there was a dean sending something, those emails did well considering the environment we were in. Many of those had like 20 to 30% open rates. Our DXA-centered content had 50 to 60% open rate. And so when we really started doing that, we did go from around 350 donors who had given to the Student Literacy Fund for a total of, at the time, it was about 80,000. And again, this started at the end of April. We're nearing the end of May now. Since then, we're well over 1,000 donors who've given a combined total of 180,000. I think the authenticity is like the biggest piece. We've done a lot of content that's really well produced with our professional videographers on campus, and that's content that we're still going to continue to use and create, because I do believe there's different levels for video content. Students are going to be a little bit more unscripted in what they say, and that can come across to the donor as real in a way that the content that we create couldn't, because we're so worried about, do we have this in there? Are we saying this the right way? Including this particular initiative, the way it needs to be represented. I think there's something authentic that comes across as genuine and believable when it's a student-led project.